So, I was reading about these new FDA regulations on drug advertising. Apparently, they're cracking down on how companies present risks and side effects.
Yes, I've heard about that. It's been a long time coming. For years, drug companies have been using all sorts of tricks to downplay the risks of their medications. They'd use catchy jingles, distracting visuals, and even celebrity endorsements to make their drugs seem more appealing than they really are.
So, it's like the Wild West out there. Anyone can promote a drug without any accountability?
Not exactly. The FDA is trying to address this issue. They're working with social media platforms to crack down on misleading drug promotions, and they're also considering new regulations that would specifically target influencers.
That's good to hear. But I still worry about the potential for misinformation. People are so quick to trust influencers, especially when it comes to their health.
I understand your concern. It's important to be critical of the information you see online. Don't just take everything at face value. Always do your own research and talk to your doctor before making any decisions about your health.
That's wise advice. I guess the bottom line is that we need to be vigilant about the information we consume, especially when it comes to our health. We can't just blindly trust everything we see, whether it's on TV or social media.
Absolutely. And it's important to remember that there's no substitute for talking to your doctor. They can provide you with the most accurate and up-to-date information about your health and any medications you might be considering.
Thanks for the insights. I feel like I have a better understanding of the complexities of drug advertising and the challenges the FDA faces in regulating it.
You're welcome. It's a complex issue, but it's important to stay informed. The more we know, the better equipped we are to make informed decisions about our health.
I remember those commercials from the early 2000s. They'd show people hiking, biking, or enjoying a day at the beach, all while the voiceover would rattle off a list of side effects so fast you couldn't even understand them.
Exactly, and those commercials were often misleading. They'd focus on the benefits of the drug while glossing over the potential risks. It's like they were trying to sell you a product without telling you the whole story.
It's good to see the FDA taking a more proactive approach to this. But I'm curious, how do you think these new regulations will actually change things? Will they really make a difference in how people perceive drug advertising?
It's hard to say for sure. The new rules are a step in the right direction, but they're not a magic bullet. Drug companies are still going to try to find ways to present their products in the most favorable light. They'll just have to be more subtle about it.
I see. So it's like a game of cat and mouse. The FDA sets new rules, and the drug companies find new ways to circumvent them.
That's a good way to put it, but I think the FDA is getting better at catching these tactics. They're more aware of the ways that drug companies try to manipulate consumers, and they're also more willing to take action against companies that violate the rules.
That's reassuring. But what about the rise of social media influencers promoting drugs? It seems like there's even less oversight there.
You're right. Social media influencers are a whole new challenge. They often have a large following and a lot of influence over their audience, and they're not always subject to the same regulations as traditional drug advertising.